What about the baby? Did you hear? Trisha and Moses just had another bundle of joy. So you know what that means? Time for another Frenemies Rant. Hi, my name is Jem. Let's get into it.
On the same day Ozzy Osbourne died, Trisha Paytas gave birth to her third child, a boy, and I promise you guys with everything in my heart and soul that they named this child Aquaman.
They did do that.
From death to life.
So I was goofing off on the internet and I saw the headline, Trisha gave birth to a baby boy. And I was like, okay. And then it said, and she named him Aquaman. And then I said, yep, that sounds about right.
I'm just going to come out and say it.
Don't. Ethan, don't even bother say it. I'm telling you, the one thing you can't talk about is people's children. Nothing. It's not allowed. No matter what you say, no matter how you say it, they'll come after you. No matter what. An example, you could just say something like, your child is unkept. Don't you dare talk about my child. No. That is a reflection on you, the parent. I said, don't talk about my child. I'm telling y'all, you can't win.
Elvis and Malibu are unorthodox, but ultimately cute, and like I see these working as names. Aquaman is frankly
It's next
exploitive.
It's next
No, they're exploiting that child for social credit, for attention, and it's disgusting.
I gotta hand it to her. Trisha has done it again. Now, I don't watch family channels. I don't talk about people in their parenting or whatever. I make it a point not to talk about it on my channel because, quite frankly, I'm not for making children content. But I remember I did a YouTube video. I'm going to put it here, okay? Because I said something. This was probably like a week or 2 weeks before Trisha even said she was pregnant with her first child. I'm going to play a clip because it's funny. This is what I said Trisha would do. Back to Trisha. She's planning fertility treatments and all of that, but her problem is she's jumping on this family vlogging thing too late. Trisha, so let me tell you right now, before any eggs are fertilized, you're not going to have a clear road with family vlogging like yesteryear. You're jumping in it too late. Trisha's the type of person, she will have her baby. You know what she do? This is Trisha. She'll have her baby, her infant, and she'll be playing with the infant and not supporting the baby's head and doing a little jig with the baby, with the hands and the little jig, and the baby's head's not supported. She'll film that video and then she'll wait for it. Then all the comments are going to be, how come you're not supporting the baby's head? And then wait for it. The next day, she's going to be like, oh, can you believe people are talking about that I wasn't supporting the baby's head? Well, this is this and that. That's what she's going to do. This is what she's going to do. She's going to troll with her baby. The only reason why I'm talking about her baby right now is because the baby doesn't exist. So I'll probably stop talking when there is an actual baby. But she's going to troll. She's going to troll with her baby. Just so you guys know, don't act surprised. And for the people who know, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about those who don't know. You're all like standing beside me and we're all saying the same thing to these newbies that don't know. Yes, she's going to troll with her baby. She's going to take the baby out and put the baby on the cement with no shoes on. Like walking with no shoes on, and then she's gonna wait for it, and then people are gonna be like, how come your baby's not wearing shoes? How come your baby's, and then she's gonna be like, oh, I can't believe people are talking about the baby okay, we're just letting you know, this is what she's gonna do. She's gonna troll with her baby. She's gonna do like these little things that are gonna irk people. She's not gonna take the baby and toss it like a football. She's not gonna do stuff like that. She's gonna do these little trolling things to irk people. That's what she's gonna do. She's gonna irk you and then act like she's not irking you. Just so you know. You see what I mean? Once a troll, always a troll. She's tweaking her trolldom, but I knew that's the way to do it. She's going to do enough to irk you, but not enough for you to call the police.
Well, what's the
Aquaman is not a fucking name to raise your.
He's not even a great
But
superhero.
what if the dad is
He's
water?
the worst.
He's the worst superhero.
That's the real. That's
Yeah,
the real.
like, why-
AB's on the ball. If your husband, the baby's father, is water, a child being named Aquaman makes sense. The only thing I was thinking about was trademark Aquaman. But Other than that, if you know Moses, I'm sure without even watching Trisha's content or whatever, I'm sure that's a Moses name, especially if she picked the two girls' names. I'm sure it all came from Moses, and given Moses' personality, which is water, it's going to call the baby Aquaman. But see, I know Moses, okay? Unlike Ethan. I have a video that I should have got out months ago. I'm going to put it out after this one, okay? Again, Moses naming his child water, whatever, aqua, whatever, just makes sense.
What are you doing that to your kid?
That's the thing that I know. Nobody likes Aquaman.
Everyone
That's what-
hates
exactly.
Aquaman.
Literally the lamest
The
hero.
Justice League makes fun of him, like, go swim with the fish.
Yeah,
You're
why
not
don't you go
included in
fuck
the
a fish,
meetings.
weirdo?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, the Aquaman-esque character in The Boys has sex with octopus.
Ethan's right about the boys and that water superhero dude. There was jokes about fishes.
Now is not the appropriate time. Plus, you're making things awkward. Okay. If I just touch it, will you shut up?
And he's the laughing stock.
Spoiler.
He's the
dude,
laughing
come on.
stock.
Yeah,
He
Are
has
you
gills.
just upset you didn't name Bruce Batman?
I'm sorry, did I name my child Batman? What is this comparison exactly, AB?
I said,
What's
are you
my
just-
child's name?
I said, are you just upset that you didn't name
my child
Bruce
what?
Batman?
AB's 2 for 2. I see where he's going. So what's Aquaman's, what was that word? Aquaman's identity, like fake identity? AB is saying, if you're going to name your kid Bruce, why not just Batman? Aren't you mad you didn't name him Batman instead of Bruce, as in Bruce Wayne Batman? It is kind of funny that Trisha's baby is Aquaman and the cousin is Bruce. You know, the Justice League. That's kind of interesting. I think it's a coincidence, though. It's just a strange coincidence. Yeah, that's funny. That's actually funny. Like they hate each other. The parents hate each other. But the kids will unite. The children will one day unite. I don't know.
No, I'm not upset I didn't name my child Batman. His name is Bruce, which is a completely fucking... I did not name my kid after Batman. And even if I did, his name is Bruce, which
You guys
is
trying to start the Justice League or something?
Maybe.
which is a name with a long storied history of there's tons of great Bruces throughout history, right?
AB's on a roll, 3 for 3. All of what Ethan is saying is true. You know, he didn't name his child after Batman, but I'm telling you, if those two cousins grow up together, someone's gotta mention it. People are gonna mention it. Wait a second, you're Bruce, you're Aquaman? That's gonna be the jokes, but the children are far apart in ages, so it's unlikely, even if they were raised together, that they'd be hanging out as much to get those kind of comparisons or ribbings.
I did see a very cute meme. That's an artist made the frenemies walls, and there was Batman next to Aquaman in front of the frenemies walls.
See,
So
but that's
here's the
the
other-
problem is they're not even on anywhere near the same level. Like
No.
Aquaman is not on Batman's level.
Disrespectful
at all.
Batman.
Like if it was like Batman and Superman or something.
Great point. Now I have to rethink everything. Moses, you should have named your child Iceman. Bobby Drake? Come on. Iceman is more hype. It's Marvel. Nobody cares about DC, especially if we're talking comics. Never mind movies. And it fits ice, water, aqua. You should have just went with Iceman. Oh my. If you have another child, Moses, Iceman. That's the way to go.
Can Batman do
Spider-Man.
the bottom of the
Clark.
ocean?
Yeah.
You know?
Can
Clark is a
Batman
gr-
do the bottom of the
You know what
ocean?
Aquaman's name is?
Yeah.
You know what Aquaman's name is? Arthur.
Arthur, yeah.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, that is a
Arthur's
cool name.
name.
Cool name.
Nah, it doesn't hit the same. People are going to be thinking about the cartoon show. You can't name your kid off and expect them to get the Aquaman reference. Nobody knows who Aquaman's real name is. And just for the people who aren't catching up, I'm talking about the character. I'm not talking about the baby. Okay? Please. Please. How dare you talk about a baby?
Really? His name's Arthur?
And it's so obvious now. I don't have
didn't
any
know that.
insider
Arthur?
intel. I don't talk to Moses or know anything about their life.
Wow, it's still not talking, huh? Not even behind the scenes. Interesting tidbit. You know, I was thinking there might have been a way when I saw Trisha sneak dissing Hassan. But guess not.
But I know he's the water obsessed one. And I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it's
sure
definitely.
I heard they said that if they had a boy, Moses would name him. And he named him Aquaman Moses Hacmon.
All right. I'm just glad Ethan was able to figure it out on his own. Again, I have a video coming up where Ethan could not connect the dots. So sometimes I think some things are obvious and I see Ethan missing it. But let me just add, most of the times when Ethan is trying to figure something out, when I'm watching him live, Ethan is on the ball.
Okay? Now, I'm just going to come out and say it. I think that it is disrespectful to the child, and it's just straight up exploitive for attention, social media credits and attention. It's literally, they're already ace familying their kids, and it makes me sick.
You know what? Maybe that could have been true once upon a time, but I still remember all the hoopla when Gwyneth Paltrow named her little baby Apple. And now, like, nobody cares. You think it's a big deal, but not speaking about this child, but just any child, you give it a certain name. You go to school, guess what? Someone else is going to be having a name hard to pronounce, hard to spell, too long. What was that? That Elon Musk. Look at his children's names. You don't even know how to pronounce them. Long ago, it was like a big controversy to do that to your child. Now, the person hiring you for the interview is probably going to have a unique name as well, you know? So it's not a big deal. But I'm saying, if you had to choose between Aquaman and Iceman, you go with Iceman every time.
Yeah.
To
it's
play
a
devil's
little-
advocate, people in Hollywood name their kids crazy shit all the time.
Yeah, you, this guy. Please forgive me for always forgetting your name. You're in my head. Exactly. Exactly. This is Hollywood business. Us regular folks, stay out of it. Not that Trisha's Hollywood, though. Let me leave that part out. She's not Hollywood, but still Hollywood business.
Yeah, and it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is
when
weird.
people do
But
that.
it's especially weird with them because they're social media figures that use their kids. Trisha is constantly putting their kids in social media posts and TikToks and everything. She's literally revitalized her career off the backs of these kids.
Which reminds me, a couple of months ago, I don't know what my mom was on, if it was TikTok or Shorts, but she called me and she was like, I just saw a clip of Trisha's baby. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And then she was like, oh, she's so cute. And I'm like, Mom, all babies are cute. And then she said, no, sweetie, not all.
And again, these two, you can defend it because these names are cute and they're unusual, but they're defensible. Aquaman is just, it's dumb, it's bad, it's stupid. It's going to be bad for the kid. It's going to be bad for on the internet. It's a dumb name and they should be ashamed.
This is more of a critique on DC comic book characters than it is on Moses and Trisha's parent naming ability. Come on, Aquaman, Batman, Superman. Be more original. Marvel got Wolverine, Rogue, Gambit, Cyclops. Come on. Aquaman was just never gonna cut it. If you're looking for names, go towards the Marvel history. You could say Spider-Man and Iceman are kind of lame, but like, they're not. Because that still has more flair than a Batman and a Superman. DC versus Marvel, you gotta pick a side.
It's horrible. Indefensible.
What do you think the day-to-day, is it just going to be Aqua, you think?
Yeah, they should have just named him Aqua if that's what
Yeah.
they wanted, which means water. You didn't need to name him Aquaman.
But he did. He did.
Aqua would have been a fine name. I wouldn't be doing this if they named him Aqua.
Right.
That would have been more in line with like Malibu, and
Malibu,
Elvis and all this
Aqua.
stuff.
H2O, that'd be a cool name. Like,
No, it wouldn't. Anything involving the periodic table needs not to be a name. I want you to leave out the periodic table, algebra, bed mass, anything involving a protractor, or that little thing you use to make a perfect circle. All of it off limits.
H2O.
H2O.
would
yeah, it'd be
little-
like fucking kind of edgy, you know?
That'd be
a little
like
freaky.
Yeah, it'd be like if Moses and Elon had a kid. I feel like H2O.
That's true.
AB seems to be hitting it out the park. Was it Grand Slam now?
I like that.
It'd be Aquaman spelled in leet speak, with like a bunch of numbers and symbols.
Aqua
and
would
shit.
have been a fine name. I would have had no problem with Aqua.
Yeah,
I think that's a beautiful name
That
too.
is kind of a cool
How do you
name.
say?
nice actually.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you say water in Hebrew?
You would say mime.
Mime.
Mime,
Yeah, mime.
Like
kind
a
of a-
miming.
like a mime.
Now that I think about it, doesn't Moses mean drawn from water in Hebrew? But then why would you name your child Aquaman Moses? At that point, it's redundant.
Yeah, it's pronounced the same
Okay,
way.
well maybe that's
M-I-M-E is way crazier than Aquaman.
yeah.
in
You
my
probably, yeah, you
opinion.
probably want to name your kid Mime.
Yeah, it doesn't work that
But
good.
get
No one
bullied
likes
even more
mimes.
than Aquaman.
Aqua's great.
I'm just
More people like mimes than Aquaman.
Or Agua. Agua.
How about Scuba Steve? Someone
Agua.
suggested.
Scuba Steve would have been probably better.
You know what? We're all laughing, but if that kid has water powers, we're gonna look like fucking idiots.
We're all gonna have egg on our face.
No, it's still bad. I'll tell you why. Because Aquaman, on all these heroes, they at least get to have an alter ego. This dude's name is Aquaman. They'd be like,
Right.
oh, look, it's Aquaman.
Right.
Yeah, but
Oh,
he,
look, it's Aquaman. That's his real fucking name. Not Arthur, not Bruce.
Tell it, Ethan. Next thing you know, the deep state is gonna capture them and put all these science experiments on them. They didn't even have a chance at life.
but he doesn't have to like go
Not
to DMV
Trevor,
and
whatever
change
his-
it or anything. He just stay
When he
Aquaman.
goes to that field trip to the aquarium, it's gonna be hell for him.
This is Nate, right? Why am I forgetting this guy's name? The other guy who left, wasn't his name Nate? Anyways, you're right, guy, because did you see that story the other day about this kid? It was a news article, so I'm just sharing it. Went to the aquarium, and this octopus ate him. Well, not ate him, grabbed onto him and would not let him go. And the creepy part was after it took the personnel 20 minutes or so to get the octopus off this kid. And they said after, when the kid walked back into the aquarium, the octopus gave him the stink eye. You know, like that eye that you give and then that evil music plays? Yeah. That eye. And you didn't hear this from me, but apparently that child frequented that aquarium often. So I'm telling you, that octopus had beef with that kid. Oh, yeah, I missed the bet part. That aquarium allowed people to pet the fish and the sharks and the octopus and the frogs, whatever. It was like a petting zoo for an aquarium. That aquarium was looking for trouble.
I'll tell you now, that kid's changing his name the minute he turns 18.
For
Or
sure.
the minute he gets emancipated.
I guess we'll find out.
Children are out here, when they get older, they're changing their names. So really think about what you're doing when you're naming your child. I thank my parents for picking a beautiful name for me, a name that had meaning, that they liked. I mean, how can you go wrong with Jem? Actually, you could go wrong with Jem if your parents named you Jem and then you had like a horrible disposition. Next thing you know, people are going to be calling you Rocks. I promise you that never happened to me.
Yeah.
We'll find out in 18 years. We'll keep our eyes out.
Your
In 18
children
years.
are not an extension of your personality. Your children are not an accessory for you to be silly and have fun with. They are unique human beings with unique human lives. They are not a fucking Birkin bag, okay? Don't name your kid Aquaman. It's stupid, it's disrespectful, it's dumb. Shame on you.
Shame.
Mic drop. Ethan said a word, but I want you to know that's Ethan's opinion. I'm telling you, I'm done with people and their names. Who cares? Okay, you guys, who cares? And you know, you meet someone with a name that is unusual, take after me, right? This is all you say when they introduce themselves. Say, wow, you have such a unique name. And leave it at that. You don't have to go on a whole dissertation about how could your parents do that to you? What were they thinking? Who the heck will pick a DC name over Marvel? All of that, just cut it out. Just say, hey, cool name, and you want to get some pizza.
Shame.
That's my take.
Okay, fair enough.
You know, and Moses, what is wrong with you, bro? You really gonna name your kid Aquaman just because you love water?
Yes, that's exactly what he's going to do.
I get it.
What if he's
you
more
love
a fire?
water?
What if he ends up being more of a fire guy?
What if he's into Earth?
Yeah.
He
Or
probably-
air.
Wait a minute.
Earth.
Fire.
Probably.
Air.
Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. He's our powers magnified, and he's fighting on the planet side.
He'll probably rebel.
One of the other elements.
What if he's all of them?
Oh, what if he is the Avatar?
Avatar
What if
would
he's
have been a better
divergent?
name. As weird as that is, it would have been a
Yeah.
better name.
He's all 4 of them.
Right.
Yeah, the
Bringing all 4
Avatar.
together, just like the Avatar.
Tell him the whole ocean
Speaking
would
of
have
which,
been better.
this weekend, Ethan, I know you're excited, but the first trailer for the next Avatar movie drops.
Yeah, never watched it.
The first one, Malibu, is being inhabited currently by Queen Elizabeth. The second one, Elvis, is being currently inhabited by Pope Francis.
Right.
The third one, they didn't even write the name. They were so embarrassed. Pop-based, you'll notice they wrote the name on the first
Oh,
film.
yeah.
Malibu Barbie. Elvis.
Wait, why would they be?
What religion or spirituality is that? Because it's not reincarnation or Hindu, Buddhist. That's not it. You know what it is? Remember a long time ago, people used to go into therapy. They would have regressed memories or something, but it would be another lifetime, and they were always somebody famous. But what was that? That wasn't even a religion. That was just pseudo therapy.
You think they'd want that?
Yeah, it probably wasn't announced.
They're so
It wasn't
embarrassed
announced yet.
that they couldn't even bring themselves to write it in the title.
I think they would write it if they had
Or
known it, because that's
maybe-
going to get the clicks.
Maybe it wasn't confirmed. Like maybe they
wasn't
didn't believe it.
Well, and also I have unfortunate news, debunked news here too. It was just announced the day Ozzy died, but I think the kid was born several days prior, is my understanding.
Does it work? How does reincarnation work? Is the soul?
No,
have
that
time?
can work.
You see, that's what I'm saying, Ethan. Yeah, it's not reincarnation. This is some other thing that people are just coming up with.
That can work.
No, it can't.
Dude,
I don't
have you
think. I don't
seen
think these
Ozzy?
two. Hold on. I don't think these two died on the exact.
Are you
day.
saying that newborn
I don't
infants
think the
don't have a
Pope Francis-
soul? Hold
Pope
on. Are
Francis
you
is the
saying that
worst
newborn
one.
infants don't have a soul, love?
Yes.
Oh
course
God,
they
it's
do.
coming.
Pope Francis died way after.
Pope
no?
Francis
like-
died this year.
Yeah, he
Oh,
died
okay.
recently.
It takes.
Well,
time
I'm starting
for
to
their-
think that Trisha Paytas' kids are not inhabited by the spirits of famous world.
I thought it was
What?
the fucking
think?
Philip dude, the King Philip Duke of whatever the fuck. That
I thought
guy.
it was the
Monaco?
No, there was the Queen and then the guy that died in the car, like looks like a corpse in
I
the
know,
car.
I know.
I thought it was him.
the Crypt Keeper.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Carter?
Keeper, yeah.
All I know is the current king is counting his blessings right now. He's like, thank God it wasn't me.
Right.
Yeah.
Lord Sausage Fingers the Third.
Just wait for the fourth kid.
Oh boy.
So that's what I'm so. And once again, I'm happy for them. Family's beautiful and great.
Yes.
Great job, Ethan. I'm proud of you. You know, you got your little jokes off, but you're congratulating them and you're wishing them well. You know what? Progress, right? Progress.
But once again,
Uh-oh. Did he just say but? I already done told you guys nothing good will come after the word but.
I'm just going to say it. I'm going to get it out. Trisha lied about being infertile, and that's a disgusting thing to do. She had 3 kids back to back without a single fucking hesitation. Back to back. She got pregnant immediately.
The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by this podcast, as well as its hosts, are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, it is not serious. It is not real. No one is exposing, revealing, indicting, or telling you anything about themselves. Also, we do not encourage you to try this at home. We are trained professionals who do not have your best interest at heart, or our own. Enjoy the show.
Ooh. Ethan went for the juggler.
Now that's great and good for them, but she continually lied about being infertile, which is a horrible fucking thing to do because real people go through that every day and they don't get to have 3 kids back to back exactly planned just like you want. Fuck that.
You know, Ethan and Ela have dealt with infertility, so I'm sure this is a touchy subject for them. Interesting to me because remember when Ela and Ethan announced, I think it was their second pregnancy, and that led to Trisha just being really emotional. They were sharing their happy moment, but Trisha was offended because she was infertile. That's what she said. So she wanted Ethan and Ela to dim their happy moment because she was emotional, because she couldn't have children. Fast forward all these years later, Trisha and Moses are having their 1, 2, 3rd happy moment. And so if Ethan is emotional right now, hey, Trisha should understand. Right, Trisha? You of all people should understand. So I'll leave it at that.
I'm a little old school, so I'm just gonna say congrats.
Congrats. Yeah, that's what I say too.
Yeah, I'm old school too, and congratulations, that's my go-to. But, you know, if you don't put the exclamation mark behind it, that's going to rub people the wrong way too. There's no winning. It's like you're walking through a minefield with people and their emotions and what triggers them.
Yeah, it's fine. Listen, it upsets me. I don't like the way that she's lied about this shit, okay? You guys don't have to say it, but I will.
And you did. Now, I will shoot a little bail to the H3 crew because, yeah, they can't say anything and they shouldn't say anything. Ethan, they can't say anything because that's your family situation. And I don't care if in a blue moon you guys do reconcile. Trisha will have it out for them if they had said anything negative towards her. They have to keep it neutral because that's your family. I don't work there, so I can say what I want to say.
And that's on 7-Up. And this statement is sponsored by 7-Up charity.
We got the 7-Up deal we were waiting for?
Trisha lied about being infertile.
No, this guy's doubling down. Ethan.
Sponsored by MoonPay.
Yeah. I know people go, oh, she got IVF and stuff. That helps. But if you're infertile, like she's lied about her whole fucking life leading up to this. She said she got diagnosed that she will never have kids.
Ethan, don't even waste your breath. No, waste your breath. You know, talk, say what you got to say. Get it off your chest. But overall, nobody cares. As in, the people who rock with her are going to rock with her. And the people who don't, just don't. And it's when the people don't want to rock with her, then they're going to come back and find things to criticize her about. But for now, she's golden.
And she's farmed sympathy for it her whole career up until she magically had 3 family plannings go perfectly without a hitch.
That's the rub. If you aren't hip to Trisha's advanced ways of choldom, I can't explain it to you. There's levels to this.
Liar. Shame on her for lying about that. It's horrifically disgusting. But family's beautiful, and that's all I have to say about that. I just think she's disgusting for lying about that. And Moses is a fucking freak for naming his kid Aquaman.
Ethan just had to get one more off on Moses. Yeah. Man, Ethan, I can see it coming. It's a tidal wave. A little drama coming from a mile away.
You'll pay for this, Captain Planet. We're the Planeteers. You can be one too. 'Cause saving our planet